Right, ladies and gentlemen from around the world, welcome to Crypto Waffle episode 56. Today's topics are Fed decision. What does it mean? Ethereum, is it FUSAKA? FUSAKA?
FUSAKA?
FUSAKA upgrade. And then the Coinbase Monthly Outlook, the long road back. So, first of all, please explain to me the Ethereum update, sir, because I have done little to no research into what any is going on over there or what it's doing.
I have got a wonderful little report here that explains all of the things on the Ethereum FUSAKA roadmap. Change you wanted was rejected. No, why don't you? But let me just pull it up. Okay, so recently Ethereum had, if I can copy this, hold on, bear with me. Recently Ethereum had a pretty big update called the FUSAKA Upgrade. If I can share, I've got a nice document here from CoinGecko. So the good thing about this is that it kind of keeps us on track with, let me do this like this so you can see my books and not my curtains. I think they're pretty. That looks nice. There we go. So so basically Ethereum had a major upgrade. Ethereum has them maybe every other year. This year they've had two. So they had Petra earlier in the year, and they've just had FUSAKA 2 days ago. No, 5 days ago now. So these updates, what they generally do is they improve Ethereum's usability. So what they will do is they'll improve the gas fees. So they'll drop the gas fees. They'll make L2 usage cheaper. Before they done blobs, this time, I don't know what they done to get the cost down this time. Peer data availability, reducing bandwidth requirements, and the block gas limit has been increased up to 60 million. Which means more transactions in each block means your transaction price will be slightly cheaper, and you could effectively expect it to finalize a little bit quicker. Here's where it fits into the roadmap. We had the merge where we went proof of stake. Then we had Shanghai, which allowed the validators to withdraw their ETH, finally, 2023. Then we had Denkun, which introduced blobs. Blobs were something that the layer 2s used, which is like Optimism, Polygon, Base is a well-known L2 that you'll probably know. Then we had Petra earlier this year, which increased the blob capacity. And finally, we had FUSAKA, which dramatically scaled data availability through PeerDAS and prepares Ethereum for 100,000 plus transactions second.
So is that just a TPS update? Is that all that is?
Yes, but it's a pretty big one. It's not the actual TPS update, but it's the groundwork to allow for the TPS update. Now, 100,000 transactions per second is orders of magnitude better than
what it was.
We have, yes.
Yeah.
Or what it currently is. Bitcoin, I think, is 7 transactions per second. I think Solana is like 1,000. I'm not entirely sure. I want to actually check that.
I want to say that sounds right.
Yeah. What is Solana's TPS? 1,500 to 4,000. But theoretically, they're supposed to go to 100,000. So I guess with this Ethereum roadmap, it's probably going to bring it up to Solana's speed, because these TPS things are usually theoretical and not real in reality. FUSAKA includes 12 to 13 EIPs. An EIP is an Ethereum improvement proposal. So what they do is someone will put one forward, usually on the GitHub or the forums, and then they'll discuss it for years and years. Then they'll implement it, and then they'll add it to mainnet, or they'll add it to a testnet first, Then after it's been on testnet for a while and it's proven to be stable and working, then they'll add it to mainnet. So these EIPs, there's 12 to 13 of them, and I think in here it goes through them one by one, but we won't bother doing that. Overall, the interesting part is that it's showing that Ethereum, despite its size, is still moving, I would say, slightly quicker than Bitcoin is. It is still improving really well. We don't quite have L1 privacy that I'd want to see, but they are handling things in the correct order, because the first thing they're doing is worrying about scaling. We have had years where we've had bull runs and the Ethereum fees have just gone bananas and it's become almost unusable. That would have a knock-on effect to L2s. With these new improvements, L2s should remain nice and cheap. Got some impacts here: cheaper L2 transactions, as I said, improved network performance, better data handling, everything becomes smoother and more reliable, faster and cheaper transactions. Oh, increased gap limit, more complex smart contract, needed to new DeFi products that weren't previously possible. I'm not sure that this is actually true. I think what it means is that the smart contracts themselves can be a little bit more complex, which
It'd
means
be
that
nice if they gave us an example.
hack them together. Yeah, that would be nice, actually. But I guess what happens is they build these things and then they have hackathons and things like that. And then people start to actually use it. So they may not have any. They may have some in theory, but they might not have any yet. A new opcode, the CLZ opcode, to support new possibilities.
What does that mean?
Right, what that does is that allows you to log in or to use your private keys linked to things like biometrics. So hopefully
Okay.
in the future, instead of having your seed phrase, you might just be able to use your fingerprint on your phone
Or your
as
face.
your private key, or your face. Yeah, some biometrics. I liked that one. I thought that was pretty interesting. Particularly for cryptographic applications and mobile-friendly wallet experiences. Yeah, that's basically what I said. L2s, base and the like, increased capacity, lower operating costs, and a competitive advantage. L2s that utilize the new blob space can offer the fastest and cheapest transactions, attracting more users and developers. I don't know who's immediately using that. I will actually show you, whilst we're here.
I'll tell you one thing I have seen moving in notifications is
Yeah.
I keep seeing notifications of poll moving a lot.
Poll?
Yeah. Actually, scrap that. My notifications have been lying to me. My notifications were saying that Matic was up like 45% in a day, which is now Pol, isn't it? But
Yes.
that is, yeah, it's on new lows, so ignore me.
Polygon or Matic it's one of the older L2s, so I feel like its time has come and gone. Now for the L2s, really you're looking at mostly base, possibly
Arbitrum, would you say still?
Arbitrum, maybe, yes, and Avalanche.
They're still making new lows. 91% down from all-time high Arbitrum. Ugh.
It's a race to the bottom for a lot of these L2s for the actual token.
Do you think there's too many of them?
I think the networks are getting cheaper, and as the networks get cheaper, the value of the token kind of falls. Plus, I think we are in a low deployment time frame, I guess, maybe, whereby not a lot of stuff is actually happening on chain, even though there's a lot of people speculating on price. There's not a lot of actual stuff happening. DeFi is still a big deal, but that's about it. What I was going to show you was a good place to find out information about what's going on in the Ethereum ecosystem is this podcast here, the Daily Gwei.
Okay. This is just Ethereum specific, is it?
Purely Ethereum, yeah. And he has it every other day. It's supposed to be every day, obviously, but the guy's got his own life and dreams and aspirations. So it's not every day he does it.
Can I understand this sort of stuff?
I think
Or
it's a
is it a
good place.
bit techie?
I think it's a good place to start. It can be a bit techie, but just like everything with computing, I guess it's kind of like a circle. Like you can't understand B unless you understood A, and you can't understand
Right.
A unless you understood C. So you kind of just have to watch it a little while until
You kind of
it
catch
makes
up on
sense.
those things.
Yeah. But I think he's good. He's one of these people who doesn't go out of his way to talk in terms of jargon, but sometimes it can't be helped. So,
Yeah.
well worth watching. He doesn't talk a lot about price, but he does bring up things that can help you to get to new technologies, new projects early. So he is good for that. Like he was talking about FUSAKA for a long time. Crypto market. Oh, he does talk about market there, crypto market chat, and more. So yeah, to round up, Ethereum has had a nice big upgrade. Should make all of the L2s run a lot smoother. Happy times for the Ethereum family.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, institutional interest, competitive positioning. Yeah, what's next? Glamsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Next major upgrade is tentatively called Glamsterdam, combining Glamour and Amsterdam, city hosting a future DevCon. So the roadmap continues with the Surge, the Verge, the Purge, the Splurge.
Does it say when that upgrade is?
Some point in
Just
2026.
2026.
Yeah, they tend not to put dates on until they're a lot closer, which makes sense because the date would be
Yeah.
impossible to call now. So many moving parts. We don't know what's going to go into the next upgrade yet, but they'll probably have a rough idea by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. The Ethereum have had a big upgrade. Good to see them moving forward. And
No issues, I assume, because I haven't seen anything.
they're pretty good at this stuff. When they would have issues, they would have had them on the test net. But
Yeah.
generally, they test everything a zillion times before they actually roll it out. I'm assuming there will be like avenues for responsible disclosure. So if anybody does find anything untoward in the code base, they'll be able to go to the right channels and get that fixed ASAP.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Very
that
nice.
is that. So
Thank you, sir.
yeah, nice Ethereum upgrade to start the week.
Yeah. So next one, Fed decision. What do we think? I know Poly Market's now showing 95%.
Yeah. So the old no news, no change, or no data. They were saying no data, no change. I guess
Yeah.
that's out the window. Looks like they've had enough data. Trump was saying that Jeremy Powell,
Jerome Powell.
Jerome Powell was a very very stupid man and a loser.
How long? So when we get the new, is it Hassett? The new guy supposedly.
Oh well, he's the front runner,
He's
isn't
the
he?
front runner, isn't he?
According to
So when
Polymark.
we get Hassett, or supposedly, if we get Hassett, how long do you think it will take before Trump has a go at him? Because I'm pretty sure there is a Poly Market on that as well.
Well, who put Jerome Powell in?
I couldn't tell you.
Was it Trump the first time round?
Possibly.
Let's see. He has been.
Let's have a look at Trump Poly Markets.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't him.
Trump declassify. Where is it? Oh, I can't see it. But yeah, Kevin Hassett is currently 78% chance, and behind him you got another Kevin Walsh.
Okay.
He's second in place.
Yeah, but he's a long way off, isn't he? Only 10%.
Yeah, a long way off.
It looks like it's a done deal. We've got Kevin Hassett coming in to do Trump's bidding, but what would it take? A few weeks. Thing is, the chair does have an input, but he doesn't get to unilaterally make decisions.
Yeah.
you have the chair that you want, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the results that you want time and time again. But I guess it is the chair's job, as it were, to try to make the other what do they call them, counselors? Forget the word they have for them, but to make the other guys see sense. We're on the Fed board. So let's see. I reckon maybe a few months. The thing is, as far as crypto is concerned, I think that the biggest driving force will probably be money printing in 2026. A lot much more of a impact than whoever's in the Fed chair hot seat and whether or not they continue to drop rates.
Yeah. I mean, I think they'll drop rates for December, which I think plays into the hand of having some sort of rally.
Do you think it's not a sell the news event?
Possibly, but I think its sentiment is still so shit. Like if you look at if I go to CoinMarketCap and have a look at their sentiment gauge now, I mean we've come out of extreme fear, but over the last 30 days we've spent more time in extreme fear than we have in fear.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Yeah.
And I don't see that ending. Well, I see us staying in the fear zone for a while. And when your sentiment is this extreme, or I mean, it's not as extreme anymore, but I always like to take the other side of that bet.
Yes.
So I think if we were to have a Santa rally, a lot of people aren't going to be positioned for it.
That's generally what happens, right? When it's
Yeah.
fear or extreme fear, that's the time you should be buying.
And the other thing is that even more people would get screwed if we had a rally, but Bitcoin didn't do much. So, e.g., the alts actually ran.
Okay.
Bitcoin dominance continued to drop,
Yeah.
and Bitcoin just chops.
Yeah.
Like, don't be wrong. I think we'd have a stronger rally if Bitcoin was to rally along with us, but it wouldn't surprise me if we maybe saw that happen.
The alt season just
A
comes.
mini alt season. But then again, if you look at all major bottoms, effectively since like, unless you want to class of the October the 10th as the low, we normally have a second stab at the lows. So maybe we get another like total crypto market cap. Maybe we have another plunge into the just below 3 trillion area. But
2.8.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Which again would probably spike us to extreme fear again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd like to take the other side of that, but I think the Fed rate cut initially, I think if stocks behave themselves, I think could be a good thing over December. And to be fair, we're due some sort of relief rally.
Yes.
I know there's some stuff that's had decent rallies already. Like the biggest one I believe is Fartcoin. I believe from the low it's up over 100%. Let's have a little look. So from the lows of around 18 cents, yeah, we're currently up 120%.
That's after Wintermute sold it all, is it?
Yeah.
That's another one of those Wintermute exits.
I mean, ETH and Bitcoin are up decent from the lows. Like ETH is up 20%. Bitcoin's up 12% as of current. So it's not like they haven't had any gains, but specific alts have performed better than others in rebounds.
Yeah.
SPX is another one. You've got from the lows 54%. And to be fair, it's the first time we've seen memes or some memes actually get a bid for a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen that. So maybe we have a little mini meme season round 2 into year end potentially.
Are there any particular altcoins that you like around these prices?
What to pick up?
Yeah.
Syrup.
Okay.
I've currently got Syrup long on for full disclosure as well. Fartcoin I've picked up and also have a long on. Hyperliquid just come into a zone that I'm interested in. But if we were to lose the $27 area, I think we can open up to 17. So
That would be brilliant.
there's
That's a
still,
great opportunity. 17.
yeah, still downside to be had. Link's quite interesting here at 13. Aero I quite like, although we have got a head and shoulders top in play with a target of 30 cents.
Yeah, but we're talking about probably the biggest.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're playing that pattern, then that's what you're playing for. And obviously, you could hedge spot positions by having a short on or something. Tau is quite good here as well, I think. Again, but if we were to lose that 300 area on, say, because we managed to close the monthly. Oh no, we closed just below last month, but we're literally on that area now. So it's swings and roundabouts for a lot of these things. Doge, I'm interested in here as well. We're on major support. So there's a couple of things, but the stuff that I'm focused on is my own book. So it's syrup here mainly. Fartcoin, I caught the bottom pretty well, so we're on that. But yeah, other than that, not much else.
What do you think will be the main catalyst to get the balls back in the room?
I don't know of a catalyst per se, but we're going to need some sort of change of tune or narrative swap. I don't know what that could be. It could be AI related. It could be Polymarket doing their token drop.
Yeah.
I don't know what the narrative could be. That seems to be the thing that's a lot of people are talking about in crypto and crypto Twitter at the moment. Is the only thing that crypto's got going for it is prediction markets.
The only thing?
Well, at the moment in the news eye, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, that prediction markets are the new narrative.
Yeah, at the moment of the current narrative,
Okay.
you do hear a lot of people talking about privacy if that reignites. And for full transparency, I've completely liquidated my Zano holdings.
Completely capitulated, have you?
Not capitulated. I took a what was it, 3x 369?
Healthy profit.
Yeah, healthy profits. You got a potential double top at $17. You got a breaker trend last week below SMAs as well. So I thought if we are gonna protect some capital a bit, let's not do it too late. And let's remember we can always get back into a position, so don't marry those bags. But those funds will be utilised to go back into some sort of privacy coin because I do think privacy does deserve a spot in everybody's portfolio.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think if people haven't, that's the stuff to look at.
So, how do you feel about Zcash and Monero?
Let's get the charts up. Let's have a little butch.
Zcash is one of those ones where it's half a privacy play and then half a crypto.
So this, can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
This was Zano, or this is not was. This is Zano. We have on a bigger time frame. Let's go to the weekly quickly. You see a clear uptrend, and thank you, sir, for mentioning it down here.
Yeah.
Where I managed to grab some, and this is where we first started the talks of Waffle, I believe. So we started in December 20.
No, it was like November, wasn't it? November 24.
Yeah, November 24.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for mentioning that down there. You had this clear uptrend, which we've still got, and I haven't forgotten that on a bigger picture. You still got this. But what alerted me is one, you have this double top, as you can see, I've marked out. And then two, last week on the Sunday, we had a weekly close below this trend line, which has been intact pretty much since May 24th, all the way. Not to mention that when we get below the blue SMAs, we usually come and touch in with the yellow, which we have done, and normally we get a dip below. So I may start to go DCA back in from 9 downwards, but the double top target does target this 690 to 590 range. So ultimately, that's the area I'm interested in, which from current price is quite a big drop, 48%. if we get it. But let's look at XMR. Oh, that's already in here somewhere. Let's have a little butch. XMR. This has got a massive cup and handle on
Youch.
huge cup and handle that does have a target of about $8,000. So if that was to play out, then holy, obviously that's if privacy like really kicks off.
Yeah.
But then again, you can't. I don't think you could be bearish here because look how far you are from prior highs. You're only 26% off.
Yeah.
And once you get above all-time highs, the sky's your limit.
Yeah.
Effectively. So yeah, I definitely watch privacy. And there's nothing to say that what I'm looking at on Zano could be completely wrong as well. I was also looking at the Zano BTC pair because on Zano, I don't know if you know this, but you can buy, I think it's effectively Zano wrapped Bitcoin.
Okay.
So rather than holding your Zano or rather than holding dollars, you could just swap your Zano to Bitcoin, hold that Bitcoin, and come in and out of those two, which obviously gives you some privacy rather than having to send it to an exchange or wherever it is to swap it back to dollars to then go back in again.
Fairs.
So that's an option. And then Zcash. Let's have a little butch. So this thing has been clarted from all-time highs. It may not look like so, and our predictions were correct in good time.
Yeah.
But we have fallen 46% from the highs. Immediately, if we go to the monthly, you're going to have some sort of support in and around that area, which you can see we come down and touched. It wouldn't surprise me if we do just have a slow drift back to these lower levels of 220, especially if broader markets seem to be risk off for a while, which might be a trading opportunity for someone or a swing trade if that's what you're looking for a couple of weeks to months. You've also below SMAs on the daily, which should support your narrative. And then technically, if you're to put your support line there, this current rise would be a bearish retest, which you can see here. You'd be wrong effectively about on a reclaim of say 480. So there's a very nice area to say I'm wrong. Effectively, if you wanted to give yourself some more leg room, you could say 500, but you'd effectively be looking this to come down to around that 220-ish area, give or take. So I think
so you're short Zcash, are you?
I would, from a technical basis. I could be wrong, and you just play this as support. But I think this is a bearish retest. You could also argue that this is potentially a bear flag after this move, and you could also argue that was a double top here, I believe, and especially with momentum, and the target of that double top takes you to 246. So bang into that area discussed. But yeah, with the bearish narrative being around, I don't see why it couldn't drift lower, especially on a today where it's up 18% out of nowhere. Why not get a short in? I mean, on the 4 hour, it's a different picture. You're looking at potentially an argue for a W bottom. But then I think, again, your measured move is only back to 520, and then you'd be lower again. Yeah, it's one I'd watch. I'm not personally, I haven't touched anything apart from selling Zano. But yes, if I was to get opportunity to get back in lower, I'd definitely be taking that. So I'm watching, being patient. But other than that,
didn't they have Zcash have like a halving or something? What was their major news?
I have no idea, sir.
Zcash founder helped to create this anonymous phone service. No.
Can't see anything.
No. Interestingly, Zuko Wilcox, I was I was
Who's
across.
that?
Zuko Wilcox is the guy who made Zcash,
Oh,
and he's
okay.
the leader of the electric coin company. I think they call themselves.
Yeah.
He also made a uh, like a storage protocol called Tahoe Laughs.
Right. Okay.
I forget what the LAF stands for, last or least addressable. I can't remember. Um, and somebody collared me to start working on a project to do with it, and we then ended up moving on to through discussion something called HNS. Now,
And what's that? Is that a token? Is it?
I believe it's got a token, but these guys are. I don't want to say anything bad, but they are a bunch, right? Handshake, yeah, it's tiny. 1.8 million.
1.8.
1.8 million market cap, down 99.7%
Nice.
over the past 4 years, but they are trying to resurrect it.
Right.
Right, let me show you what it is.
Share your screenshots, sir. Share your screen.
Yeah, so. Right. So it's a decentralized naming and certificate authority. So what it's supposed to do,
So what's this? A bit like .eth.
a bit, yes, but I believe it's supposed to work across the internet.
Right. Okay.
Decentralized permissionless naming protocol where every peer is validated and in charge of managing the root DNS naming zone, alternative to the existing certificate authorities and naming system. Ultimate rely on centralized actors to full control over the system. So this is like a internet naming system that is purely decentralized.
Okay.
I believe it has some privacy aspects as well, but I might put this in my ones to watch once I've managed to have a good, a proper look at it. But the reason why it stood out as being interesting to me is because it's got some of the guys who were early in Cosmos.
Oh, what, working with them?
Yeah, hanging around. See, I think this is another one of those things where ideally you would want this to be a product that does well in the crypto sphere because it actually brings value to people's lives.
Yeah.
But in reality, it doesn't do well, and it ends up doing something like
Being a nothing burger.
being a massive nothing burger. But at 1.8 million market cap, let's see max. So this is how it all played out.
What did it get to?
Oh, let's see. 300 million.
Mm.
320 million.
And that was what, 2021?
Yeah, that was a 2021 run. Not even at the end of it.
Yeah.
At the end of it, it only went up to 220 million. And look at the volume. See how small the volume is. $1 million.
Tiny.
Tiny volume for 220. Even up here, when it got up to 300, tiny volume again. Now, what I think this is I think these guys aren't bothering with market makers and such.
Yeah.
So they're
letting it happen au natural.
They're letting it happen au natural, which is why you get slapped on like this when the repo goes away. I think it's an interesting one. It's available on CoinX, and then they have their own thing, but that's about it. It's not an EVM token.
It's its own thing, is it?
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that properly. But once I've done my research, I will come back and let you know if it is one to chuck 20 quid at.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, something starting so small, I guess.
Right.
Has chance.
Let's get into this Coinbase report.
Let's do that.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Jeff. Right. So for everybody that doesn't know, this is the Coinbase's monthly institutional outlook. This one is labeled the long road back.
Back to where? 125k
to euphoria and
Yes,
all-time highs.
let's go.
So recent performance across the crypto asset class has begun independently poor. What is that? It's been unattainably
Yeah,
poor, leading many to
undeniably.
question undeniably. Sorry, it's the dyslexia kicking in.
That's right.
Leading many to question previous growth assumptions and modules. On positioning, risk-adjusted returns performance shows BTC lagging US equities by an extreme margin, with price slicing through major technical and on-chain support bands. Unlike previous downturns, there is a distinct lack of retail or institutional capital stepping in to absorb sell pressure and support prices at lower levels, suggesting deep-seated continuation and or the exhaustion of willing capital. But while fear remains elevated, we believe conditions favour a reversal in December. So that kind of touches on what we were saying a minute ago.
Yeah.
They then go on to say, alongside the heightened focus on the Federal Reserve's December decision, we think risk appetite could be pressured by a bifurcating US economy, i.e. a K-shaped economy or economic recovery. For now, our preference is to wait for the high volume reclaims and sustained turn in spot/ETF and stablecoin flows. So what they mean by that is they're waiting for high volume to come back in, and you can view volume on charts, and also just see ETFs flowing money back in, as well as stablecoins being minted. As you'll see later on in this report, stablecoins have been dwindling. So you may also be sitting there asking the question, what is a K-shaped economy?
Yes.
So a significant amount of doom and gloom, and I think I've underlined it here somewhere. Yeah, this bit here, but we'll get down to there in a minute. A significant amount of the doom and gloom in crypto markets in recent weeks has been imported directly from the macroeconomic world. Concerns over inflation, potential recession, and global monetary policy have directly impacted risk asset appetite, including crypto. So they're just some things that have created this doom and gloom, as well as price just being completely naff. This is effectively the K-shaped economy in a chart. So the top 10% is up here, where the middle class and bottom 50% are down here and here. So quite a wide margin. The K-shaped economy refers to a long-term trend where factors like stagnant wage growth and the rising cost of goods and services have divided wealth and income flows, with more capital going disproportionately to the economically advantaged. Higher income individuals tend to hold the majority of crypto and stock assets, with CNBC reporting that the top 10% of American households own around 89% of all US stocks. Massive. 10% of the US economy own 89% of all US stocks. Then it goes on to say, however, the rise of artificial intelligence is having a dual effect on the economy right now. While it's contributing to a rise in labor productivity, headlines suggest that it is happening at the expense of white-collar workers and middle management. In other words, AI is boosting corporate profits and stock values, enhancing the wealth effects that could drive crypto inflows, but the resulting job displacement may simultaneously erode income security, which perversely reduces discretionary investments in risky asset classes like crypto. What does that mean in plain English? Basically, your white-collar job workers, and that may be like a lawyer, receptionist, anything that's sort of like that. If your job is being replaced with AI, or it's benefit for that company because the AI is cheaper, you haven't got to pay for it to go on holiday, you haven't got to pay for it to be sick, you haven't got to pay for it to be on maternity leave or whatever issues it may have. But simultaneously, by getting rid of people and those jobs, the erosion of income security, i.e. if you're not sure you've got a set of income this week or next month, you're not going to do your standard DCA into Dogecoin and XRP at the end of that month. So it one way benefits companies, but also inversely impacts potentially the crypto market because people aren't sure of their income.
Yeah.
Any questions so far?
I'm not sure I agree with that theory that they've put forward there.
I don't think they're saying it's massive. I'm saying,
No.
but it could have that effect.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
they're
It
saying, I
may.
believe.
They're saying it may. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, for me, I don't see that as so much of a worry.
Yeah, that's not what I'm worried about at the moment, personally.
No.
But yeah, it's a possibility. Risk adjusted performance. So this is options and stuff now, but it's the general language they use, which is important here. So since early October, Bitcoin has underperformed US equities massively on a risk-adjusted basis, having moved over 3 standard deviations lower to relative to its 90-day average, compared to a 1 standard deviation fall for the S&P 500. That rivals May 22, post Terra Luna, November 22, post FTX,
Oh.
and March 2025 onset of US tariffs
Oh.
as one of the worst drawdowns on record. The silver lining is that historically, such stretched valuations typically precede sharp market corrections, which is consistent with our view that markets should catch up to a lagged inflection higher in global liquidity based on our custom N2 money supply index.
So what we're saying is the last month or so has been as bad as FTX, the tariff.
Terra Luna and tariffs.
It hasn't
Well,
felt that. It hasn't felt that
no,
bad.
it hasn't felt that bad, but I think monetary wise, in crypto alone, you saw what was it around 20 billion
Yeah, but that's because we're playing with bigger
supposedly.
numbers now, aren't we?
Yeah, because obviously we're a bigger asset class, but
Yeah, there's
still,
more
you'll
players.
see every event will likely get bigger in dollar
Yeah.
amounts.
Yes.
But I would argue that, to be fair, you could say it's definitely worse than the Terra Luna and FTX.
Well, I guess it is because they're saying deviations, aren't they? So they're not
Yeah,
even saying in dollar values; they're saying
no, no,
effectively in percentage terms. So that's
pretty big statement.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Indeed, BTC still benefits from the Bitcoin exceptionalism narrative in a way that alts simply do not, driven by the secular trend of increasing institutional adoption and increasingly robust monetary policy in relative times. Terms, sorry. I also was quite interesting. I saw a tweet. So apparently, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase CEO,
Yeah.
has been speaking to old Larry Fink.
The one with the magnificent bald head.
Yes, and Larry Fink has confirmed that there are sovereign wealth funds, and he didn't name no names, that are buying on this dip and adding to their bags. Who knows by what vehicle? I suggest, and if he knows, it's likely the BlackRock's IBIT
Yeah.
thing, but it gives you an insight to what is potentially going on behind
Well,
the curtain.
no, I guess if it's a sovereign fund, I would be pretty sure. No, you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I'd be pretty sure they'd have to. They wouldn't be able to hold it through an ETF because then it's not sovereign, is it?
I don't know. That's a good question actually, because I get what you're saying, but then also if you're dealing with
because you need to be able
billions,
to constantly access your wealth fund in your sovereign wealth fund.
but if
So
you're dealing with billions, are you going to want the personal responsibility of holding on to those assets?
I would rather have the responsibility of holding on to them than delegating it to the
I
Americans.
mean, they probably pay someone that has the knowledge on how to look after these. If they want, they could pay me. If anyone's looking, just let me know. But
Know what I mean? My
yeah,
name is Jeff.
exactly.
And I'll be gone. Right, so I want to see if the sovereign.
Have a little Google, see what you can find.
Yeah.
I shall continue to read. They go on to say Bitcoin deep dive. In recent weeks, Bitcoin has broken all its major on-chain and technical support bands, leaving no obvious floor for prices. Now, this is effectively what we discussed last week, where we were talking about the SMAs, so the 200-day, 100-day, and 50-day, I think it was. Just that we had a better chart than this. This is just very vague. But we discussed that last week.
Yeah.
And then they go on to say, with the 98 to 100k battleground lost, on-chain positioning offers little nearby support, so the risk-reward now favours trading breakouts. E.g., if you're a trader, don't do much. If we get a breakout, you get into a trade. If you don't, you sit flat or potentially short.
What were we calling it? Were we calling it gap? Were we saying there was gaps in the liquidity, so you could gap?
Yeah.
Up, you could gap.
I mean, in one of the latest MIT reports, which is Real Vision, they're saying there's another excess fear gap, kind of like what we had in April. Well, basically, we will play catch up, but usually to the upside.
Okay.
Then they go on to say this effectively translates to less immediate support below the current price. So should selling pressure continue, there are fewer organic areas of demand to mitigate the decline. This was clearly demonstrated by Bitcoin's swift drop through the 90 to 85 gap, accompanied by very few rebounded attempts, until a new base of realized price density forms, sets up skews towards waiting for a convincing high volume reclaim of broken levels, particularly the 98 to 100k overhead resistance, rather than repeatedly buying dips into a vacuum. And this is their Bitcoin cost basis distribution heat map. And you can see that has fallen off a cliff.
Yeah.
Effectively. And I believe blah blah blah. Yeah, the cost basis distribution thinned out below, implying fewer addresses with stronger incentives to defend current levels. And that chart 4 is this, where you can see we effectively, you could have said we had levels here around that, what's that, 105-ish. These levels here are around 100. And this here, which is probably what, about 98, we just knifed straight through it on there. Options markets have shifted from cautious to outright defensive, reinforcing the message that traders see more downside risk in the near term. The bull bear index gauges whether option buyers premium tilts to calls, bullish, or puts bearish. And effectively, as I just said, it's outright defensive. So basically, they're more bearish than they are bullish. Blah, blah, blah. This is the trading 7-day average options bull bear index heat map. Then you've got this.
We've moved down. Where's the? I don't understand that one.
So I'm suggesting a lot of the blue is bulls, and then bears are red. So i.e. when we get to these levels, you can see bears kind of step in and start hammering the price down. If we see these start to change blue, bulls are starting to form a base, I believe.
We've got bears around where we are now. Yikes.
Yeah. But I found this interesting, this one thing. So market chatter has focused on large OG cohorts, with Arkham Intelligence suggesting that Owen Gooden, a 2011 era Bitcoin whale. Do you know him, Crypto C? I know you're going back to quite those times.
No, I don't know.
Not in the contact book.
No.
Fully exited his 11,000 BTC stack, averaging at 1.3 billion average price between late October and November. So he's fully out, this guy. Which, to be fair, he's managed to hold since 2011. He's held through Terra Luna collapse. He's held through tariff debacle.
Yeah.
And now he's got to here.
I wonder what made him feel so disillusioned that he quit.
Well, at one point
it was that, or maybe it was a.
I mean, what is that 1.3 billion he's got out with at average prices? Yeah. So I mean, you're set, aren't you? We don't know how old this guy is, but
he I don't think he thinks Bitcoin's going to go to zero. I don't think that's why he sold.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if he comes back in. I don't know his wallets. If we could track his wallets, what about if we click this? It's not a link.
I think he'd get new wallets when he comes back in, wouldn't he? At that.
Well, there's the potential then. You could definitely pick some back up.
What I wonder if he's looking at the state of Bitcoin as opposed to what the promise that it had in 2011 and feeling like it's failed. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's now
possibly.
And I don't want no part of this. And so he's sold and he's gone.
Yeah, maybe because the institution here is now he wants out.
Yeah. Maybe he sold all of that and he went and bought Zcash.
Possibly. Who knows? But they go on to say demand for digital asset treasuries. So this is all those DATs that have been popping up here, there, and everywhere. Has also called with the compression in market value over NAV or MNAV, creating a latent risk if equity investors demand discipline. This may be a dynamic playing out now as multiple DATs, including MicroStrategy, have traded below parity or MNAV. And basically what that means is MicroStrategy's Bitcoin is worth X amount. Their stock price is now trading below what their asset price is. So you could say, like, that's not normal. If they're worth this, their assets are worth this, why are they worth that? So you could look at that as a discount. I'm not saying it's a good idea, but usually for MicroStrategy, when they've been at MNAV or had severe declines, down the line, it's normally a really good buy.
Well, the issue that they've got, I think this is their first time that they're actually below. They're actually at a minus.
I think they were below last cycle, you know.
I don't think they were, and this was the reason why
Were they not?
had this. No, I think that's why they had what they call the infinite money glitch. So when they're above, the gap in between they can use to go and buy more Bitcoin, sell more shares. But the problems that they've got, because I ended up having to look into this because we had the discussion, didn't we? And we are sitting on different sides of the fence on this one, whereby you feel that MicroStrategy are quite safe, and I feel that they're quite in trouble. It turns out,
so they did. So apparently, sorry, I've just Googled quickly.
Yeah.
And Gemini's AI overview is just saying, yes, MicroStrategy often traded with its market value to Bitcoin holdings ratio, MNAV, below 1 in 2022, especially as Bitcoin crashed, indicating the market value of the company's stock less than its actual Bitcoin reserves, reflecting higher risk leverage concerns, but it's consistently bought more Bitcoin during these dips. So it's not, I think, and this is what I don't get. Like, I keep hearing this discussion about this on podcasts, but no one brings up that they've already been here before.
So what I turned over was that the problems that they have now is that they have issued new shares and they have taken money, which is kind of like a leveraged bet on Bitcoin's price. But those monies that they have borrowed are not due until like late 27 or late 26, but they're a long way away. By that time, the Bitcoin price should have recovered. Now, the other problem that they have is that they have to pay a dividend, or they generally pay a dividend. They don't.
MicroStrategy don't, do they?
Yeah, they generally do. And the money that they use to pay the dividend might be about, I don't know, 50 million or something like that. And they only have like 60 odd million in cash at the moment. So either they have to raise somehow, which will be difficult because they're below MNAV, or they're going to struggle to pay their dividends.
They don't pay dividends. MSTR has never paid dividends and has no current plans to do so.
All right, let me share.
Or is that you on about dividends on the debt?
Yeah, let me share the place where I got the. Let me share one of the videos that I had. Coin Bureau. Right, so this was the one that I watched that I think was the most
informative,
the most complete and short. So, I don't know if you can hear me.
Can't hear anything at the minute.
Time,
Nick.
For the last 5 years, one company has been the main character of Bitcoin. They've bought billions of dollars worth.
It's only about 20 minutes long, so I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I wonder if I can get the. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Can you get the transcript?
Yeah, exactly that. Oh, actually, have I got a thing where I can? Right, so if I get the transcript.
What are you using to get the transcript, by the way?
I'm just typing YouTube transcript into Google.
Oh, and it just pops up, doesn't it?
Yeah, there'll be like some crappy tool.
Crappy tool.
So I'll show you actually.
some sort of budget.
Some little crappy tool that someone's thrown together. So this is the thing here.
Some sort of budget app.
Some. All right, get a free transcript. Where's my transcript, sir?
What's he doing?
Oh, here it is. All right, so we'll copy that. Copied.
Then we'll go, Gemini.
That's not bad. Let's do Gemini then. Brr.
Find me the bit where.
Right.
Do MSTR pay dividends?
MSTR pay dividends
according to this transcript. Bosh.
Yes. On its preferred stock.
Right, preferred stock, not stock. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm talking about common stock.
I don't know what the difference is.
Ask it quickly.
Yeah, convertible debt. Okay, so strategy has issued billions in preferred stock and convertible debt. They are roughly 640 million in annual dividends on those preferred shares. This confirms that dividends are a major obligation related to their preferred stock. Does not mention their common stock. Okay, so there's two different types of stock. But this is what happens when you're a crypto guy and not a stock guy. You don't know that.
I don't even know the difference, to be honest. Ask it quickly. It's something I've never actually looked at. What's it going to give us? Lies in the rights and properties.
Preferred stock, you don't get to vote.
Okay.
Dividend payments are variable and not guaranteed, but with preferred stock, they are fixed and usually guaranteed. They must be paid.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Priority in liquidation, lowest claim.
So it's, I assume, your average Joe can't get preferred stock.
Can your average Joe buy MSTR?
I assume that's for big wigs.
I don't know why I put Joe in capital letters. This is an excellent question, and the answer is yes. Your average Joe can generally buy a preferred stock, but there's no so which ones to look out for. Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. So have you seen these with the STRK and the STRC?
No.
Yeah, and there's like an STRF and an STRD as well, and they were like, oh, FCKD.
Oh, so that's strategy preferred stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Right, well, there you go. So
it's effectively if your broker has it for you.
Yeah, so I've not gone crazy. Okay, so
they have got, I've just typed in the ticker on TradingView, STKR, so it's an 8% dividend, I believe, on this.
Yeah. Is MSTR in big trouble or not on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yes, let's see what it says.
I think it's going to give it like a
5.
4.
Yeah.
6.5. Whoa.
Oh.
It's not a 9 or a 10 because the debt is mostly long term. And it's not free because the two primary risks are massive and immediate. The MSCI decision. Oh, yeah, we didn't get around to that, actually.
No.
The liquidity crunch. Apparently, if these MSCI people delist MicroStrategy.
Yeah, we could have troubles.
Yes, in early January. I think the next thing is January 15th. Interestingly, right, I immediately went to Polymarket to see if there was an MSCI. Oh, there is now.
Oh, there wasn't one the other day?
There wasn't one the last time I checked.
Ooh. We should have a little dabble in a minute.
Oh, well, this is scary because look how high it is.
All right, let me quickly finish this report.
Okay.
There's not long left. Then we'll jump into Hyperliquid. Otherwise, we're going to run well over. We already are going to run well over.
Well, we've already run over because it's 1 hour. Right, thank you,
Standard,
ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
standard procedure. Where are we? We're talking about MSTR. Major DAT vehicles have gradually increased their share of Bitcoin supply through most of 2025. I didn't know this either, but collectively approaching the 3.5% of total circulating supply. That's not bad, considering it's only been open or available for institutions since what, October 23?
What, MSTR?
No, all the DATs able to buy Bitcoin in that.
Okay. Yeah, but that does include MSTR. And I think
Yeah.
MSTR are bigger than all of the other
Oh,
DATs.
yeah, they were past bigger than all the DATs come together. But I still think that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Huh?
But MNAV has slid from well above 1 earlier than a year to below parity, and this is that as a visual. So this is where we were above MNAV. This is us now. I'd like to see this on full screen.
Bearish.
So we could see what happens in past.
Bearish.
But to carry on, also we have crypto native dollar liquidity is rolling over as well, with stablecoin trends flashing their most negative momentum since 2023. Aggregate stablecoin supply, which has been grinding higher out until October, has begun to contract. 30-day momentum has posted the weakest reading since 23. See chart 9, which is this one here, and you can see that momentum shift. Because stablecoins are the primary trading and collateral currency for most crypto ecosystem, shrinking supply usually reflects a mix of deleveraging and capital leaving on-chain rails for fiat or safer assets. That doesn't preclude tactical bounces in BTC, but it does mean that the dry powder available to chase rallies is lower than it was a few months ago.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Argue. I think you could argue that.
They say, because what if the dry powder is just not in stable coins? We've got ETFs now, right?
Yeah, it's quite a broad thing, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not specific. But this bit is interesting. So thoughts on DCA. I don't know if for any of the Waffle VIPs or Lex clients, if they noticed in the reports that I break down, but there was a very good Coinbase weekly one about different DCA methods the other week. So be sure to get yourself over to Coinbase Institution and look at, I think, last week's report or from 2 weeks ago. But this environment also underscores a broader lesson. Time in the market, which is, they always say time in the market beats timing the market.
Yeah.
Effectively, is one of their sayings. But it says dollar cost average, or DCA, works by DCAing a clear downtrend, or by DCAing a clear downtrend can be dramatically suboptimal versus a simple trend aware variant. So this is what they were saying in that other report. A long horizon back tested, so from September 2010 to November 25, comparing
Bitcoin.
Effectively, yeah, comparing pure daily DCA $100 regardless of price with a basic 50-day SMA, and that's what we looked at on my chart. We'll look at it again in a minute. But with a basic 50-day SMA, conditional strategy shows that an investor who only DCA'd when BTC traded above its 50-day moving average, stacking cash during drawdown downtrends, and lump sum investing it when price rebroke above the 50-day, would have grown their equity curve to 5x that of a normal native DCA. The intuition is straightforward. By avoiding persistent downtrends, you allocate less capital into deep drawdowns and more into established uptrends, while still benefiting from long horizon compounding. The 50-day SMA is just a simple illustration. Combinations with on-chain metrics, technical analysis, and accurate macro models can further optimize outcomes. Furthermore, the optimal look-back period for smoothing price trends will differ by asset liquidity and volatility, and any rule should be stress tested. But in a backdrop like today's, with support structures broken and liquidity fading, we think this evidence is a useful reminder that buy every dip forever is not the only way to be long BTC, and that waiting for a convincing volume-backed trend reclaim can materially improve the risk-reward over longer-term accumulation.
Are we currently below the 50-day SMA or not?
Yes, I believe so. We'll have a look in a second. But this is the representation of what a normal DCA would look like, and this is it, 50-day SMA. conditional DCA. And then the conclusion for the whole thing, taken together, the flows and ordership shifts we've seen in recent weeks leave Bitcoin in a precarious spot where patience and selectivity may be key. Structurally, BTC has sliced through all major support bands, options markets are positioned defensive, long-term holders and ETFs are distributing on net. DATs face MNAV pressure and stablecoin liquidity is contracting. That composition argues for a strategy that awaits for the market to prove that demand has returned. A very high volume reclaim of key levels and turn in ETF stablecoin flows rather than repeatedly buying into downside momentum. This is consistent with our view in October that full market stabilization will likely take a few months. On the other hand, we think conditions could be primed for a reversal in December, as we believe the Federal Reserve could cut rates and unlock some inflows. So that is the report. And we will quickly scoot over to see if we are on the 50-day SMA, and then we can also do predictions. Where are we? Oh, we can go to Crypto Waffle. We can go to Bitcoin. We'll look at the... What do you want to look at? Weekly. They actually didn't mention in the report, which didn't mention if they were looking at the weekly or the monthly.
Well, you can't really do the monthly for a 50-day, can you?
Well, a 50-day is a yellow line here on the weekly, which you can see we are clearly below. On the monthly, again, we haven't got there yet. I believe, would they be talking about the monthly? Probably not.
Do you want to put it into chat? Put it into Gemini?
Would it work?
Yeah, just copy it and then say, do you think they mean on the daily or the monthly?
Let me have a little bit.
We need to know. Inquiring minds demand that we know.
I shall use my good friend. What do we want to do? Just use my chat GPT. Can you still see my screen or no?
No, I can only see your face now.
Good. That's the way I like it. Oh, shite. I just copied and pasted and clicked enter.
Oh, now it's taking ages. Thinking about what you're...
Yeah, thinking, ... Thinking, ...
Thank you for that. Oh, but that's good, actually, because it will have the context, and now you can just ask it the question.
Right.
Should I check the 50-day SMA on daily or...
What's it doing?
Daily or monthly charts?
I see what it says. Put it in. Come on, Jeff. What do you think?
What do you reckon, Jeff?
Just doing thinking. I'm just going to check Twitter and Instagram whilst we are waiting for ChatGPT to sort itself out. Oh, we've got a message from Michael Jones. Oh, hello, Michael. Long time no see. He puts, yo, the boys. It's been a while. How are you both doing? Very well, thank you, Michael.
We are sensational.
We are sensational, Jeff. Right, back to ChatGPT. Let's see what it's saying. What is going on? Oh, here we go. They explicitly say daily DCA, but that's blah, 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 blah. A 50-week SMA or 50-month SMA would make the model useless. 50-week SMA is for over 1 year. Blah, blah, blah. So what exactly is the rule tested? So you can only DCA when BTC is above its 50-day SMA. When BTC is below the 50-day SMA, you save. Right, so I assume it's on the daily. So if we go to the daily, let me share my screen again. Come on. Here we go. So the 50-day SMA on the daily, just for context, is this yellow line. E.g., when we're below Is it when we're below?
Yeah, when we're below it.
Yeah,
We
when we're
don't.
below, you add. No, it's not.
No.
It's when we're below, you stack cash.
Yeah.
It's when you get above, you implement that full stack
Yes.
effectively. So, e.g., stack, 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 and then in here around Jan 23, you're in. You fall below in March. So you DCA.
Yeah.
You're in with your stack and your DCA,
Yeah.
and then stop DCA. Stack, 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 stack. Lump back in.
Yeah.
DCA. Blah blah blah. But then again, your average Joe just probably hasn't got the time to do that. But if you were to implement that, you'd be stacking cash right now.
This 50-day line is such a clear trend setter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a simple way of doing things, but you just got to have your eyes on it to do that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, whilst we're here, predictions. Let's have a look how we got on.
No, well, let's. Oh yeah, of course. Do last week's, of course.
Yeah, from last week's. So where were we? So on the time of making the predictions, what was the price?
85k.
And sir, we were both correct.
Yeah, you should get an extra point. Remember, we said that if you were more bullish than me, and
I get 2 points.
you get 2 points.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So 2 for me there. Ethereum, both snag a point, literally to the T. Look at that. Literally to the T.
This is why we do what we do. This is why we do what we do.
And then Fartcoin, you nailed. I was a tad bit extra bullish, but I haven't got there. Just off a mere 6 cents, probably.
Yeah,
What did we get to? Highs.
15% off.
We went to 41.5. So yeah, about 5 cents off, 4.5 cents. Asta, both. Can we give us that? I don't know. We said what?
We both said 110, right?
Yeah, we went to a high of 1.8.5. So 1.5 cents.
Come on, mate.
Yeah, we'll give us that. Aerodrome.
Uh-oh. Is that my one getting kissed there?
Yeah. You nailed it, sir. It's on the money. 75 cents.
Crikey.
On the money.
I got every single one right this week. Spot
on. So what were the points in the end? Equal? Because I didn't get Aero, but got 2 for Bitcoin. Is that right?
No, because you didn't. You also didn't.
Oh, I didn't get fart, did I?
Didn't get fart. So you got 4.
And how many did you get? 5?
5.
Well played, sir. Well played. So, what are we doing this week? What do you fancy? Obviously, Bitcoin, ETH again.
Yeah.
What else?
I'm going bearish after that report.
But what are we feeling? What assets? We have 3.
Can we do Zcash?
Yeah, we can do Zcash.
We was talking about that one, weren't we?
Zcash. I want to do SPX as well, please, because I was talking about the memes catching a bit of a bid.
Okay.
What else has caught my attention this week? Where is CoinGecko? Let's have a little butch. What's the top 10? What's the top 7-day runners? Sui, really?
Yeah, I was going to say Sui.
Should we do Sui?
Yeah. Do you know it's supposed to be called Sway?
Oh, actually, do you want to do Canton?
Boo! They've had a bid this last 24 hours.
Big pump. And do you know what I was thinking? Time to short.
Short.
Yeah. Should we do that one?
Okay, yeah.
Right. So, Bitcoin, what do you think?
84.
Oh, he's got bearish.
He is bearish.
Going again. See, I don't know, I don't know. You said 84.
Blood in the water, sir.
Just a tad.
You better not catch the groove. Hey, I'm got the house right now.
You're going 84, so I'm going to go... Can I go 94, or is that too close?
Yeah.
4K off.
Yeah, that's a bit
closer, really, isn't it?
Bit soft. You can go 95.
Okay, I'll take 95. ETH.
2.8. Too close.
Ooh.
10%.
No, I think that's allowed.
I could
2.8, yeah.
2.7. Yeah, 2.8.
Okay, I'm gonna go bullish. Can I say 3K? No, hang on a minute. We're at 3-1. 3-4 too close.
No, 3.4's all right.
3-4.
Directional. I think this week's going to be directional.
Yeah, I possibly.
Yeah, it's gonna be directional. I think if you get the
Zcash.
direction right, you're right. Oh, look at that crossroads. Meet you at the crossroads. Crossroads. That's definitely coming back down.
Yeah, I want to go bear. I'm gonna say
300.
Yeah, 300. I was gonna say 290 actually.
That's a bit much.
$10.
10
difference.
bucks. So you want to do 290?
Yeah, I'll have 290. You have 300.
You'll get the extra point if you get it right.
Love it.
Spooks.
SPX. This is a weird one because you've got like a double bottom / inverse head and shoulders potentially. You got this ball flag. You know what? I'm gonna go ballsy. I'm gonna go 90 cents.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think you've lost your mind, sir.
I may well have done.
I think you've lost your mind, sir. There's a clear downtrend there.
Yeah, but don't forget, look at these big rallies we have.
Yeah, we do.
We could definitely have another rally up to 90 and then come back down.
Well, that's not going to happen. I'm going to say 50.
50.
Yeah, is that too
Can
much?
No, that's all right. We're only at 65. I want to edit my prediction.
Go on.
82.
Okay.
Not as
90
bearish.
was massive anyway, so.
Yeah, but a bit extreme, really.
Yeah, it was a bit extreme.
And you were 50, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. And then Canton. What do you think?
Chuck it in the bin, sir.
I'm going 6 cents.
Okay, I'll take 5.5.
Oh, you're going fresh lows.
I'm going to go for the extra point.
Fresh lows.
Yeah.
5.5. Right. Whilst we're here, can we let's have a look at the charts of stuff that we've still got open, sir. So can you enlighten the ladies and gentlemen?
And Circle is the only one we've got open.
Right. San, our current stop loss is where on this?
Oh, Circle stop loss. I don't know if we've got a stop loss.
We should have. Let me have a look at my Instagram because I believe I put it on the trades.
72.73.
Yeah, so that's where we got a stop loss. Yeah, I'll just mark that out for the ladies and gentlemen. 72, around there.
Should we move it up to?
That is our stop loss.
Should we move the stop loss up to 70? Well, we'll do that.
I was going to say 76.
Yeah, move it up to our entry price, right? So that we're.
Where's our entry?
76.56.
76.56.
76.567.
Okay, yeah, make it risk free because we've already taken some money off as well, haven't we?
Yup.
Or should we lock some more money in and bump the stop up? Maybe we close another 10% of the position.
Yeah, we could do.
Yeah?
Or we could just close the whole position.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling that this could come into like here again and then bounce to like 96.
Crosses and we have a bearish Bitcoin, Circle's going to get a little slap on the nose.
Yeah. Oh, I'm okay. I'm happy to close because it's on our watch list, so we can keep an eye on it.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. And we've got nothing else open, no?
No.
Okay, sir. Well, over to you.
Only the one position.
Let me stop sharing. Over to you, sir. Let's see this juicy looking hyperliquid.
Look at this balance. Have a look at that.
Oof.
Up 50%.
Well, we're even once we get to 200. Let's not forget that. Let's just humble ourselves for a moment.
Yeah. we did blow an account up before this one.
Yeah.
But once we get this one to $100 to $200, we are opening a vault, which will mean everybody, all of our watchers, followers, listeners can come and get rich with us as we continue to trade our way from $100 to 100,000.
Indeed.
Right. So
we've got nothing open, no? What's that under positions we've got?
Only circle.
We're closing that out, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's take the money. Take the money and run.
Babash.
Lovely.
Right, so should I transfer?
I reckon we keep that, just in case we want to go back. Because we can always just move back, can't we?
Or if we go to any other stocks.
Yeah.
Use that money.
Solid.
All right. So, what do you want to bet on? Oh, just to let everyone know, actually, that
Review our history.
We closed the Aero short. No. Yeah.
So we had an Aero limit short that got activated, which we put on last week, and it got triggered at 7 cents, and the take profit was 60 cents, and that was 100% successful. Correct?
Yeah.
Lovely. Good job there. Well done.
Well played.
Asta, that was a long. We had an entry at 93 cents and take profit at 110.
Yeah.
And we hit the take profit?
No, we didn't. We came really close. And then because we've made the mistake of putting our margin on cross, which meant that if it had tanked, it could wipe out our entire portfolio.
Yeah.
We decided to close it out.
Just in case.
Yeah, just underneath where we were. So we ended up closing out for 97. But
profit.
We were as high as like 106, 108 at one point.
That's not bad. At least we still got us away with some profit.
Yeah.
And then our other trade was a fart coin long. Yeah. We entered at 31.4 around that. And we TP'd at 40 cents, which is pretty much on the money.
Right.
For a massive $15.
Yeah.
Love it.
That might be our biggest. What's our biggest loss?
Biggest win so far.
Biggest win so far.
Yeah, come on.
our biggest win so far, Mike.
The mighty fart coin. It's just science. Hot air rises.
Hold on.
What do you mean? Hold on. It's a clear winner there.
Yeah, but this is a short time frame.
No.
Yeah, this is not forever.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, we've had another one that's done.
This is on the new wallet. This is on the new fund. Sorry.
The new fund. Okay.
Anyway, right. What are you taking this week then, sir?
What am I taking this week?
Well, I think we both do we both agree on the Canton trade, don't we?
Yes.
So should we do that?
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
And I think we have a stop loss at 8 cents from current price. That gives us a bit of wiggle room. Remember to agree on the right thing. We're not on cross, yeah?
Yeah, we are on cross.
We need to be isolated. Lovely. So just for anyone that didn't hear that a minute ago, isolated means you can't lose any more money than you put on that trade, effectively. Whereas cross, you could blow your whole account.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? Because I'm sure we didn't have this isolated and cross button before.
We have had it. I just don't think we've actually tweaked. We've just been... Well, to be fair, though, you'd only get blown up if your stop loss if you didn't have a stop loss, though.
No, yeah, and we've always had stop losses.
Yeah, so we're pretty sensible in that sense.
Yeah, we are.
But yeah, if you're one of those dangerous people that wants to no stop losses, make sure you have it on isolated, not cross.
Yeah. Then you get a nice liquidation number.
Yeah.
All right. Where are we then?
So short from current price.
Yeah, but how much are we going to do?
It's $30, isn't it? or
Yeah.
$20 at
It's more than
3x.
20, but because we're so high up now, I have to up the levs.
No, we can't. We can't be doing that. That's irresponsible trading.
No, we always do. Like each one will be like 20% of what we have. 20%
No, we
of
have to
our.
stick with $30. That's all we've been doing, right?
No, we usually do 20. But
Right,
as it
stick
goes
to
up,
$20.
like, listen, think about it, right? We can't be doing $20 when we're at like 40 grand.
Yeah, we do.
No, but then we'll never get to 100 grand.
No, not when we get to 40 grand, obviously. But
Yeah.
I think whilst we're under the thousands, right, you have to stick to $20. Because I think our big mistake from last time is we didn't let our winners ride, which we've been doing this time round, and even in this short time span, has been a hell of a lot more successful.
I think we
And
should
I think if we
always
were to
do
start,
20%.
if we were to start upping our trading amount, if we all of a sudden have a shit 4 or 5 trades, we're gone.
No, because when we have bad trades and our thing goes down, then we just shrink the amount that we put into each trade.
No, I don't know about that. I think we have to keep it the same till we get to a certain level.
And the level is $150, and we're at that now. So
No, it has to be more than that. I reckon. Okay, let's agree to disagree. Let's keep it at 20 till we hit 500. How about that?
no, that's like some softies. We
Yeah, but
need
we need to be
nowadays.
sensible. Let's not ruin our good streak.
We won't ruin our good streak.
So what have we been doing the last couple of weeks?
$20.
Right, let's stick to it then. Let's not change it now. I don't want to ruin our streak. We're in a really good spot.
I remember back when you used to say it's only money.
It is only money, but we're doing this for ourselves and the community. Let's keep this hot streak running. Touch wood.
Right, okay, so stop loss, 8 cents.
Yeah, 8 cents.
Kind of tight, 27%. Take profit?
Well, should we go with your one at 5.5?
Yeah.
And then we can maybe set a partial at my one?
Well, we'll do a partial at mine and then a total at yours, you mean?
No, yours is lower than mine.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do a partial at yours.
Yeah.
All right, 0.055.
Yeah, so just do the take profit at your one, and then we can set the partial after.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Bow.
Hopefully we don't get tagged out. And if you just go to limit under close all.
Close that.
Yeah. And then
how much? 50%?
What do we want to do? 50% at mine?
Yeah.
50%, please, sir.
0.06. Okay, let's confirm. Okay, so we've got kind of like two nice little take profits there. Okay, and what do you want to do? Bullish.
Well, we're both good on that. So, is there anything else we both agree on?
No.
Well, we both agree on Zcash, didn't we? Coming down.
Yes, yeah, we did. Do you want to do Zcash?
Right.
As well?
Should we do that then?
Oh my gosh, we're just being bearish this week.
Well, we both agree. I'm technically bullish on some.
Yeah.
All my predictions have been, but on the trade ideas, we both agree on them.
Okay.
So 2 minds always better than 1.
Indeed, sir. Cross. Isolated. Why is this trying to, like, by default, smash
blow our accounts?
Yeah. Again, $20.
Yep, $20.
Stop loss.
I'm feeling. What's 470 look like?
I was going to say 500. 470 looks.
Yeah, do 500, and I'm happy to give it a bit more.
Give it a bit more room.
And then, should we do a take profit at mine and a partial at yours because mine's a bit lower?
I feel like, yeah, let's do that.
Or should we come up a bit and maybe do like 340?
Nah.
No.
Nah. I like the strong.
Let's do yours.
We'll do 290 and then I'll do half at 300.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
Solid as a rock.
Solid.
Positions.
I'm just gonna see if I can find any stocks that take my eye.
Okay. Is that, yeah, are there any stocks that you particularly like?
Just having a look. Just having a butch. So I assume you'd only be able to get like the Mag 7 for now, right?
Yeah.
Nvidia short, maybe?
Yes, I like that. I do like that. I feel...
So one... I'm looking at shorting, so stop loss at... I don't know, new highs of 215. And then a take profit at like 155. 10x? Get that down?
Oopsie.
Holy.
Get that down to 3. Nice $20.
$20.
Well, what was you saying for a stop loss?
So I was saying stop loss at new highs of 215. And then a take profit at 156. Well, actually, let's go. Just call it 160.
Yeah, 156 is a lot. That's a bigger drawdown. It's a spicy meatball. Okay. So
Yeah.
we are in some strong shorts now.
Yeah, full bearish this week.
Full bearish.
Right, let me jump over to Polymarket. Let's see. Because, sir, you nailed us a 400% gain this week.
Oh, our portfolio does seem to be going down, though.
Yeah, it's only because of our current positions. That's all. Look.
Oh.
Anyway, we're not interested in that. We're interested in this. Well done, sir, for nailing the 1-1 draw at the weekend and gaining us a 400% profit, as we only put just over $1 on, I believe. Yeah. Look at that. Spicy. Spicy.
Brilliant.
These are our current positions. This is what we have. Do we fancy anything this week? Fed decision. We've already got one of them on.
Can we do the MSCI delisting?
Yeah. So what are we actually thinking here? You're saying yes.
I think.
See, I'd go no here. You know.
At that price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would I.
We buy a couple dollars a no.
Yeah.
What, $1.56 to make our cash nice and even?
Let's go.
Oh shit, that's just yes. Right, $1.56.
Yeah, let's do that.
Buy no. I accept.
A couple of days. Look how high it jumped up to 90%.
What's going on, Jeff? Bloody passwords.
I hate when Phantom Wallet comes and pushes its way in the front.
Go away. Why do you ask me these silly things at silly moments in time? Now I have to go and find my bloody password.
In the meantime, I think I'm going to put a cheeky short on Bitcoin.
Oh, you are? What?
Just a little 5x.
What, a couple $100?
Yeah.
Couple $100.
Nothing crazy. Isolated 5x.
Yeah, right, well,
we're at over 90, so.
What's going on there, mate? You gonna let me put this on or not? No, $1.56. Buy no. Confirm. Done. Right, I can share my screen. What do you use on your phone, by the way, to do that?
CoinX.
Nice. Nice. But anyway, we've got that. We bought some those at $1.56. Anything else? Man United Wolves?
Oh, that's coming on tonight. Oh, Man United all day.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think they smashed them to bits.
For what? $2? Happy with $2?
Yeah, go on then.
Or do we do a cheeky little hedge? And maybe do like a dollar on draw, $2 Man United. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we did $2 United, we've returned 3. If we get the draw, we get 4. So we'd have a net gain of 33 cents if United win.
The draw's not bad, you know, at 23.
It's not bad, and United have been pretty shit, and Wolves have been scoring. They just haven't been winning.
They have been very bad. Wolves have been very bad.
So what do you reckon then? Do we fancy that? Or just as United straight out?
Because of the price of United. Yeah, let's just get United straight out.
Or both teams to score?
No.
So United straight out, yeah? $2?
Oh, can we do both teams to score as a no?
Yeah. Yes or no? See, I'd say yes, though.
Well, let's do that then. Let's do yes, both teams to score.
Yeah, what, $1?
Yeah, buck.
$1. Lovely. Some degenerate gambling. Anything else? What's this? Will Netflix close Warner Brothers acquisition? Oh, this is quite big.
By the end of next year.
End of 20. How is this a no, by the way? The end of next year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Should we take some yeses? Should we take a yes?
Ain't there all sorts of like, what do they call it? Not trust.
Oh, there'll be lots of legal clarifications. But what I'm thinking is if we have any fast forward steps, you're buying yeses here, we can get out early.
Yeah, absolutely. Go on then, get us in cheap.
$2, $1?
Yeah, go on. 2.
$2.
Yeah, at that cheap is
I think you've got to.
Lose money.
Yeah. What's this? Will Sam Altman say on the Tonight Show? Oh, it's tonight.
Oh, I love these.
Come on. Right. We're good at these. What are we saying? Elon Musk, Nvidia, Bubble. Meme. Really? Why has he got meme so high? Open AI. He'd probably say that, wouldn't he? Open AI.
Yeah,
Open AI. Open AI.
Yeah. Talk about Polymarket or Bet. Deep Fake, I think, is a good one.
Yeah, I like deep fake, you know.
Yeah.
Show her back.
Go on then.
More degenerate gambling. What else is there? Transmitter movie, robotic robot. I think that's quite a good shout.
Yes, that is a good one, but it's high.
Well, that was doubling your money. What else are we thinking?
So Bitcoin. No,
Let's have one more buck if we think of anything we like. Creativity artist.
I'd put it on Bitcoin, you know.
I reckon he might say API. What? Him mentioning Bitcoin?
Bitcoin or crypto.
He's not mentioning that.
He might say agents that use crypto to make payments.
Nah, he won't say that. He don't give a damn about crypto.
That'll be, but the markup's good. It's like such a good price.
I think he's more likely to say AGI, but I know the odds are really high of that.
Yeah, he will definitely say AGI at some point.
So we just have that then.
Easy money.
As a safety bet.
Go on then.
Right. And one last look before we do too much degenning. Which party will win the House? SpaceX IPO. Ooh. ChatGPT ads. Largest company by end of 2025. Oh, what's the shouts that Google maybe take over this?
Nah. Don't think anyone catches the video.
Yeah, but Google have been getting the limelight in the recent weeks.
Have they?
Yeah. Have you not heard? Apparently some of Google's chips are producing better performance than NVIDIA's.
They've got what TensorFlow are they called? Something like that.
I don't know. Should we leave it as that this week?
Excuse me. Yes, I think so. No, let's
Oh,
look for more.
actually, I think City win it.
Yeah, I'd like that one.
Even though I know you're an Arsenal fan,
We are notorious bottle jobs.
I think City do come back and scrape.
Yeah, they definitely higher than 33%.
So what do we want here? A buck or two?
At least 2.
Right, we'll do $2. Or should we do 5 then? Should we go big?
Yeah, we'll go big.
Because we can always get out, can't we?
Yeah, and their thing won't drop below 33.
Yeah, unless they go on some stink of a run, like Liverpool.
Yeah, forget about Liverpool.
Anyway, just to remind everyone, the bets we made this evening, some degenerate gambling. What Sam Altman will say during his on the night show tonight. Wolves United also on tonight. We've gone for both teams to score. We've got MSCI to not delist MicroStrategy by March just because of the price, and we can obviously look to get out if it goes in our favour. And then again, Netflix because of the price, i.e., this is just stupidly low. If we get any news output, this likely spikes to 30-40%. So we can always take our original back.
It's a brand new market. Have they done that wrong? Scroll it down to the show more. Yeah, they've done that wrong.
Why have they?
Oh no, they haven't. December announcement by December 31st, 2026. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it resolved to no? Yeah, I think
easy money.
Oh, easy. There's no way that's
easy money. There's no way we don't get something over next year that spikes this.
No, there's no way. Definitely.
But anyway, anywho, right, that wraps up this week. So let me just check Instagram and X for. Oh, hello. What have we got here? Oh, we've got Michael talking, still here. Thank you for watching all the way through, Michael. He mentions, I've got a Tangent wallet the other day. I think 95 with Alex. They cut rates and it'll be bearish for USD. He's gone with me as well. Tangent wallet, that's pretty good, isn't it? Tangent wallets?
Yeah, I think they're hardware wallets. I've never used one.
Yeah. Well, let's see, Mike. Let's see if you're right with me. If not, Crypto C.
Bearish for USD.
Yeah, so bearish USD, i.e. bullish Bitcoin.
Right.
Because I went Bitcoin to 95, didn't I, my predictions?
Yeah. Okay, all right. So he's with you. Bullish.
Yeah, he's with me this week.
Bullish team. Bullish camp.
Yeah, and I've got nothing. Go on.
Philip Doherty simply says Bruno. Bruno. He's a
Bruno Fernandes.
I guess. No,
We love to see it.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah. And Michael's saying apparently the Tangent is simpler than the Ledger. I can't comment as I haven't used the Tangent.
No.
So we'd have to see.
Yeah. But the fact that I remember the name means that it must be pretty good.
Must be decent. I've still got some safe pals. I've still got some safe pals I haven't even activated yet. They're still wrapped up. I wonder where I've put them. I don't know where I've put them.
They are really good. Right, anyway, I'm out of there because I want to go and prepare.
Yeah, I need to eat. I am Hank Marvin.
What did we say? Both teams to score?
Yeah, both teams to score.
Okay.
Let's see what we get.
Yeah.
All right, then. Thank you for joining, everyone. We shall see you next week. Peace out. Love it.